Touchdown!
Woo. Mountain Dew.
Now at Glenn Smith.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live back with you at Shaw. Presented today, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Buffalo Rock, CVCC. Thanks to everybody that helps make this possible to broadcast these sports, not just football. These kids play all kinds of sports, and we want to promote that in the Columbus area and Phoenix City and Harris County. And first pitch of the third inning is taken for a strike. Lockhart playing right field, getting her first at bat. She swings and it goes foul. She's in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. We said both pitchers throwing a lot of strikes, and both teams are swinging. They're not just standing there watching them. So you got to give credit to both sides on both teams. Both pitchers, both offenses have the same strategy. There's the 0-2 pitch to Lockhart. High fly ball. Reyes calls it, and Reyes has it. And that'll bring up Ellenberg to second base for Columbus today. She's up at the front of the box as well. She takes up and in. There's a foul ball. Out of play. Yeah, a lot of them going in the same area over there. I just want to put somebody stand over there and catch the foul balls. All these trips these kids making from the dugout to the woods. It's the 1-1 pitch. This swung fouled. It hits the, oh man. A little bit of ping pong going on over there. Hits the light pole, hits the bleachers, hit the rail. Have people running all kind of directions. Brandon, your speaker survived. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Ellenberg from Moss. Ground ball. It shoots through the 5.5 hole. And this is what every softball, baseball team wants. If you get a softball team and the bottom of your order can get on, it really helps you out. So with one out, you go right back to the top of the order. And Smith, Bethany Smith, the center fielder, grounded out to short her last time up. She's a speedy runner herself. Lockhart at third. That's ripped down the first base line fair. Ellenberg's around second. She's getting waved home. Smith is going to be waved around third. Reyes will not make a throw. And that's a legit inside the park home run for Columbus High. We mentioned at the outset at the start of the game, Bethany Smith has really good speed. And right there, she did a great job keeping her hands in, rolling over on the inside pitch and rocking it down the first base line. And when it got to the wall, you knew it spelled trouble for Shaw. And the Blue Devils take a 2-0 lead here in the third inning. Mrs. Hyde and Miss Hartswell playing left today. Ball just misses her feet. We mentioned bottom of the order, got on base, and that always is a recipe for disaster. If you let 8-9 batter get on for the top of the order, it quickly bit Shaw. Bethany Smith with a legit 2-run inside the park home run. No errors needed, no Little League home run. Just great speed and aggressive coaching at third by Coach Wilson. That's in there for a 3-1 count on Hartswell. Moss tries to settle down after all that excitement. Line drive to center field. Davis has it. That'll settle Moss down after falling behind 3-0. She got Maya Bagsby coming up. Maya, a great athlete. We saw her make a great play at short in the first inning. Me and Brandon saw her hit a 2-run homer at Columbus a few weeks ago. So all misses up. Ball's ripped out to center field. Davis misses it. It rolls to the fence. It's laying there under the fence, and here comes Bagsby to third with a 3-base hit. That ball snuck up on the center fielder Davis. This hit hard off the bat. That's going to bring up Emmy Jones, the pitcher and cleanup hitter for the Blue Devils. Shaw's got 2 outs here in the top of the third, so the runner on third, you can try to leave her stranded there just by getting any kind of out. Line drive left field, it's hooking foul. You know, we saw Emmy her last at bat, Brandon. She hit foul ball straight back, then she hit 2 foul out of play, so she's out ahead of this. She struck out swinging her last time up. She's been way out ahead. If she can get that timing down, she's got a pretty swing on the pitches. Moss, knowing that, might want to go out of the zone with some pitches. That one's grounded to third and foul. Moss has an 0-2 count. Moss got something to play now. She could throw something out of the zone, try to get her to chase, or maybe something off speed, low. The way she's swinging, you don't want to miss with anything up in the zone. She's been wanting to crush it. She gets it, however, she pops it way up in the air. And Jones is retired. However, Columbus, well, thanks to a 2-run inside the park home run by Bethany Smith, goes up 2-0. We go to the bottom of the third. Columbus up.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your...
Touchdown! Woo. Mountain Dew.
Now at Glennsmith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Lockhart takes the strike. Back with you here at Shaw. Beautiful day. A little bit of a breeze coming from right to left up here from Debbie Ball Field. This is the third base from Lockhart. That's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lockhart. McBennett made the last out for Shaw last inning. Fouled back into the woods. The count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. After getting a 2-run lead, you know Emmy would like to get a shutdown inning. That's fouled behind us. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lockhart. You know Emmy would like to get shutdown inning after getting a 2-run lead. Emmy Jones would love a shutdown. There's a looping liner back to Miss Jones. Now bring up Reyes. Playing second base today. That's a strike on the inside part of the plate. Emmy Jones jumps out to an 0-1 count. Swing and a miss. Reyes quickly down an 0-2 hole. Emmy Jones steps on the rubber. Reyes knows she has to go to work to try to get this count back in her favor. Swing and a miss. Emmy Jones sits her down. Shaw comes up to the number 9 batter, Davis, the center fielder. Davis shows bunt and lays it down. Emmy Jones with a great play. Throws it to Ellenberg covering the base. And Shaw goes in order. We go to the top of the 4th inning. This game flying by, Brandon. We go to the top of the 4th, 2-0, the Blue Devils.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your...
Touchdown!
Woo!
Mountain Dew!
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
We're rocking and rolling here at Shaw. Rick Beach with you. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, presented by Glenn Smith, Buffalo Rock, CVCC. Quick game as we're already in the top of the fourth. Blue Devils leading 2-0 thanks to a Bethany Smith 2-run inside the park home run down the first baseline. There's a line drive out in the gap, and it's going to be backhanded by Davis and snag. Big turn at first base by Beeler, and she's going to return back. She's on base for the second time this game. And the first baseman, Grace Scott, will come up. She takes that ball inside. Beeler, the runner at first. No courtesy runner for the catcher. Scott takes another pitch in. 2-0 count. That ball misses low and in. Columbus gets a leadoff single now. Got a 3-0 count. Second time through the order, proving to be a little more difficult for Miss Moss as that ball misses low and in. And it's going to be ball 4. And here comes McBride, the third baseman. The ball skips by catcher. Gerber had it blocked. It just got a little bit by her left arm, skirted by to the backstop, and now Columbus has second and third with nobody out. And McBride has a 1-0 count. McBride has a 2-0 count. She can really take control right now with the 2-0 count. Wait on her pitch. Coach Wilson maybe just having her take all together. She is not and fouls it back. A little jam shot. Still ahead, 2 balls, 1 strike. This Moss is going to try to turn into Houdini and find a way to sneak out of this jam. She can perform some magic. And that's a line drive left field over the left fielder's head. It goes to the wall. Ellenberg scores. Scott hustles in to score from second. And Columbus High jumps out to a 4-0 lead thanks to a line drive double by McBride. That ball was ripped to left field. Bledsoe had a beat on it. She just wasn't tall enough to snag it out of the sky. Here comes Jayla Lockhart for Columbus. She takes a hack at it and fouls it straight back. We were saying both these pitchers are throwing strikes and both teams are swinging the bat. Nobody just standing around watching. And we also mentioned the second time through this batting order, Columbus is timing it up a little bit better. That ball's taken for a strike, and now Moss is up. And a 0-2 count. That ball gets by Miss Gerber. And McBride advances the third. Lockhart has a 1-2 count with a runner at third base. Columbus has Lockhart, Ellenberg, then right back to the top of the order. So they feel pretty good. They can get another base runner here and really have a situation rolling over to the top of the batting order. There's a chopper off the plate. Nice job to knock it down by McLean. However, Lockhart safe at first. McBride scores. And Columbus is up 5-0 here in the fourth. This is Ellenberg coming up, and she got the rally going last inning. Base hit, then coming around scoring on the Smith 2-run homer. She shows bunt, lays it down, foul. It rolls over to the Columbus on-deck circle. Coach Wilson goes through the signs. Lockhart seems to have them. Ellenberg has it. Again, Ellenberg shows bunt, pulls back. Gerber's throw to second, has Lockhart out by 52 miles. And that's the first out here in the fourth inning. They try to put a bunt and run in action. Great throw by Gerber to McLean, and Lockhart's retired for the first out. That ball misses high. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a foul ball that's hit the bleachers. A little pinball action on that one as well. That's up there to Davis. She's trying to chase it down, and woo! She palms that one, makes the catch. And just a little bit ago, Columbus was sitting runner on first, nobody out. Now they have nobody on and 2 outs. As Columbus comes to the top of their batting order, Bethany Smith, the center fielder, who had the inside the park home run right down the right field line. Just a beautiful job of hitting, keeping her hands in and driving it. And she does that one as well. It's going to get over the right fielder's head up against the wall. She's digging for 2. She's digging for 3. Reyes misses the cutoff, and Coach Wilson's going to hold her at third. She's got the timing down, and she's pulled both of her hits to right field. Leave that Stringfellow out in right field. And that's Hartswell hitting. That ball gets by. Quickly bounces off the backstop right back to Gerber. And even the speedy Smith has to stay at third. Hartswell, the left fielder. Quickly out to a 1-0 count. Bagsby on deck. Columbus would like to get her up to bat with some runners on base. That's a fly ball. Smoke after it. Oh, she runs into the fencing over there. Good effort. But Hartswell stays alive in a 1-1 count. Still 1-1. Moss digging deep this inning. That ball misses high. Brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. That's a foul tip. Evens count up 2-2. That's a fly ball to center. Davis came in on it. It gets over her head. Smith walks in and scores. And Hartswell drives a double. Columbus builds up to a 6-0 lead with the middle of the order coming up and 2 outs here in the 4th. There's Bagsby. It's kind of a jam shot. May get over McLean's head. It does. It falls. Hartswell's rounding third, running on the pitch, and it's going to be an easy score for her. Ball gets by Gerber. Moss has to run it down. Bagsby's going to dig for third. Moss going to concede. And Bagsby safe at third with not the prettiest slide you'll ever see. Make sure she's okay. Yeah, Hartswell with the 2 outs running on the contact. So when it snuck in between the shortstop, McLean, and left fielder, Bledsoe, when it bounced in there, Hartswell just came on in and scored. And Bagsby, who kept her eyes on the ball as it bounced around the home plate area, she ran over to third. She's smiling. They're making sure she's not in pain and just smiling out of trying to fake it. She seems like a tough girl. Most these softball players are very, very tough. She's okay. Now Columbus is up 7-0. And here's Emmy Jones, who's pitching a gem. She's trying to help her calls at the plate, and she takes one off the leg. And Beeler, who's got 2 hits today coming up. See if Columbus wants to run for Jones. They do not. We mentioned Beeler's got 2 hits already. Another one here really helped the cause for the Blue Devils as they try to get in that run rule territory now. Fake running. Jones back to first. One ball, no strikes. And Shaw's going to change the call up on the first and third. Gerber flashes the signs to the defense. Lockhart, McLean, and Ray seem to know what's up. As now Emmy's not going. Now she goes on the delayed steal. She slides in head first. And Columbus has second and third with 2 outs. And Beeler up to bat. A lot of room down the first base line. They've got that hole covered up between first and second. That ball misses in, 3-0 count. Bagsby at third. Jones the runner at second. Scott is on deck. See what Beeler has here. She takes ball 4. Grace Scott coming up. Very tall first baseman for the Blue Devils. She takes low and in. Good play by Gerber to keep it in front of her and keep the runners at bay. That ball gets by Gerber. Bagsby throws on the brakes. Jones going to second. Gerber throws it down to second. Reyes has to knock it down. And Bagsby scores. Jones goes to third. Beeler stays put at first because of where the ball was thrown. With it coming down to second, she had to stay put. That's softball for you. Never know what you're going to see at any time. It's 8-0. This Columbus team is a really good team. Of course, Columbus known nationally for their baseball program. Coach Wilson really have a good program over on the Lake Bottom area at Columbus High. This is old school signs by both teams, not just calling out numbers you see so many softball teams do now. Third base coach Wilson giving signs, the catcher giving hand signs, playing patty cakes, and here we go. 3-0 pitch misses high as that gets by, and Jones comes around to score. Beeler does advance to second on that pass ball, and the count goes to 2-0, and the score goes to 9-0 here. Blue Devils stretching the lead out on the Raiders. Scott takes a strike there. He makes the count 2 balls, 1 strike. And that runner at second is important for Columbus now. Try to get that 10 run after 4. Scott skies one to Bledsoe. Bledsoe coming in. Makes a terrific catch. And Columbus explodes for 7 runs here in the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Blue Devils 9, Raiders nothing.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your...
Touchdown!
Woo. Mountain Dew.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready.
Rick Beach back with you here at Shaw High School. Little Blue Devils and Raiders action. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Buffalo Rock, and CVCC. And we're underway here in the bottom of the 4th. Back to the top of the order, Gerber, catcher for the Raiders. Leading us off is Emmy Jones. jumps out to an 0-1 count on her. There's a line drive base hit for Gerber, and that's the first base hit for Shaw. Bledsoe coming up made a great play out in left field. You see it very often. Make a great play, come at the bat, have a great at bat, and get a hit. She looks to pull that off. Swing and a miss. Gerber getting a lead at first. I don't think Columbus is going to pay much attention with a 9-0 lead. That ball misses up. Makes the count 2 balls, 1 strike on Bledsoe. Swing and a miss. Evens the count up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jones with a great game pitching. And she scored last inning on the base pass after getting hit by a pitch. Swing and a miss, and Bledsoe's retired. You know, for as good as these pitchers pitched early on, not a lot of strikeouts. We mentioned both teams swinging the bat. Here comes McLean to shortstop. And there goes Gerber. Beeler's throw to second. Bagsby drops it. As we would have had a bang-bang play. And now with Gerber. One out runner on second. Ball misses high. Two balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch from Jones. Fly ball, twisting, turning, and off the top of the Columbus dugout. McLean having a good at bat after getting down with 2 strikes. She's fouled off a couple pitches to stay alive. That ball misses high. Velocity going up, it seems, for Jones. She misses high. That's a called strike. Emmy Jones fires that one in there. Now, coach is going to have a courtesy runner. It looks like Lewis coming in to run, and Gerber can come in and get her gear on. As Shaw's trying to scratch out their first run of the game with Moss coming up to bat. Moss pitched for the Raiders. She chokes up on the bat. Lewis gets out to a good lead out at second. Reading the ball. Beeler did a good job of reining that one in. Gerber led off the fourth inning with a line drive base hit. Now there's 2 outs. Jones trying to pitch around the hit and stolen base. Ellenberg to Scott, and the Lady Raiders are retired here in the 4th. We go to the 5th. Columbus up 9-0 over Shaw.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your...
Touchdown!
Mountain Dew.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Gerber slings it down, and we're about ready for action here in the top of the 5th. Game flying by on this Tuesday afternoon. I know it feels like a Monday to everybody with a holiday. Kiddos went back to school, and us adults had to grind through a work day after a long holiday break. There's a fly ball to center field. It's going back. Davis looks up. And McBride rocks a solo homer to start off the 5th inning. As that was crushed off the bat. And as soon as you could see Davis's numbers in center field, you knew it was going to be gone. And McBride's having a great night. She got a hit last inning, part of that big 7-run rally for Columbus. And she likes the first pitch she sees here in the 5th. It hits it a dead center right over the Shaw Lady Raider sign. Now Columbus is up 10-0 here in the 5th. And Lockhart, the batter, she fouls one off. Moss misses, evens count up 1 ball, 1 strike on Lockhart. Well, skips the back foot up, misses the ball. We've seen a few of those just miss the Columbus batter's feet. Same thing. Like deja vu all over again on that pitch. Next count, 3 balls, 1 strike. That ball's fouled off Lockhart's foot, it looks like. Columbus High already with one hit, one in on a Aubrey McBride solo homer. Lockhart fouls that one off the press box. That changeup taken for strike 3. That's the first out here in the top of the 5th. And bring up Ellenberg, who's having a great game. Out of the 9-hole we mentioned early in the game, and it's come true twice. The bottom of the order sets the table for the top of the order, and that's when Columbus High is doing their damage. One out here in the 5th. Ellenberg takes the first pitch up in the zone. Another one high in the zone, misses. Quickly, Moss is behind. 3 balls, no strikes to Ellenberg. Misses high again. And that's the 9-hole hitter on base, setting the table for Bethany Smith. Had a home run and a triple today. Both pulled to right field. One snuck in the first baseline, the other drove over the right fielder's head. She takes, I guess you call that on the outside corner. See, the first baseline is open. If she could pull one day, it's going to roll down there again. First base playing way off the bag and in. That ball misses away. Ellenberg in at second. The third gets by McLean, but not much. And Columbus has the runner in scoring position with one out here in the 5th inning. 1-1 count on Smith. They've taken away the hole between first base and second base with Reyes and Smoke almost in the same spot. And a hit right to Smoke. She races to the base and wins the race. And 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Ellenberg does get to third. Positioned perfectly right there. They knew where she was going to hit it and cover up that hole. And now bring up Hartswell, the left fielder. Misses high. One of the count on Hartswell. Moss looks in for a sign, gets it, and fires a strike on the inside corner. Evens that count up 1 ball, 1 strike. Columbus High with 2 in the 3rd, 7 in the 4th, and 1 here in the 5th. Aubrey McBride home run to dead center, lead off the 5th inning. That's a called strike. Hartswell down 1-2 in the count with 2 outs. Moss tries not to give up any more runs. And she knows that Shaw has the fight to keep it alive in the bottom of the inning. She does off speed, bounces up there. The throw is missed. A run will score. So it's a strikeout in the books, but not an out on the board, so the inning will stay alive and bring up the 3-hole hitter, Maya Bagsby. She's got that changeup working. Gerber couldn't corral it at the plate. It's a called strike on the outside corner. They're going to call that one on the outside corner as well. My check swing, and Smoke has it, and Blue Devils retired here in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Columbus 10, Shaw nothing.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your...
Touchdown!
Mountain Dew.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Here we go. Correction. I said 10-0. It's 11-0. Columbus Lady Blue Devils over the Shaw Lady Raiders. Smoke going to lead us off here in the bottom of the 5th. And Shaw has to scratch out 4 runs to keep this puppy moving. And Emmy Jones is having a phenomenal game on the mound, giving up 1 hit. That was last inning to Gerber. She was able to pitch around it. As Little John was still blaring. Now the umpire wipes off home plate. Music stop. And the game will commence. Jones on the rubber. She looks to close out this game. Fires a strike in there. Quickly ahead 0-1. Gonna call it a tip either way. It's 0-2. Smock, McBarnett, and Lockhart due up for the Lady Raiders. 0-2 the count on Smock, and Jones's pitch, swing and a miss. That might have been her best 3 pitches of the night. She saved for this inning. She just pumps 3 fastballs in there. You can see the mission for Jones this inning, just pump fastballs in there. Shaw's been swinging. Don't try to get fancy with an 11-0 lead. That was fouled off hitter in the batter's box. She's down 0-2 in the count. Nick Barnett, the designated player. In baseball terms, the designated hitter. If you're newer to softball, watch out on deck. It's a foul ball. Behind on the fastball. There's the 0-2. He's taken high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And umpire don't pull the trigger. Count goes to 2-2. Thought we was going to get one of them 11-0 calls, Brandon. Rick Beach, Brandon Schwobel, would you? That's going to be strike 3, and there's 2 outs. A little post-Labor Day softball action. And Lockhart will step in, playing third. She takes a strike. And she did save her gas for later in the game. She's got 2 strikeouts and she's ahead 0-1 now. Swing and a miss ahead 0-2. Columbus is a pitch away. Emmy Jones giving up 1 hit so far. There's ball 1. That looked like that was going to be strike 3. That's strike 3. And Columbus wins this game 11-0 on the strong performance of Emmy Jones on the rubber in a 7-run 4th inning. 2 home runs in the game, Bethany Smith and Aubrey McBride. Bethany's a clean inside the park home run to get on the board in the 3rd. McBride a solo homer to dead center over the fence in the 5th inning. But Emmy Jones on the mound, 1 hit. And I think the player of the game, the All-State Queenie player of the game, is going to have to be Emmy Jones, the pitcher. She gave up 1 hit in the 4th inning, a line drive up the middle, then struck out the side. Alex Queenie, player of the game. Her performance, phenomenal performance. I said she had 1 bad pitch to Gerber that I'm sure she'd like to have back if she'd have had a perfect game. We're trying to get eyes on her, jogging out by shortstop. There y'all see Emmy, her performance. She also scored after getting hit by a pitch. So all around good performance for Emmy. For Brandon Schwobel, I'm Rick Beach. Thanks to our sponsors, Glenn Smith, CVCC, and Buffalo Rock Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Gatorade, and everything in between that they have. Starry. Thrift loves the Starries. And every time I see that man in the last little bit, that's all he has to drink is the Starries. So get you one, and thanks again, Thrift. As I said, for Brandon Schwobel, I'm Rick Beach. We'll see y'all again later on this week.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.